Hello guys and welcome back to another video on Openfront IO. As you guys see it in the title, this is the big video about the recent OFM Clan Wars tournament that just happened a couple days ago. Actually, I think I should be posting this the next day of the tournament. So I believe there were 36 clans. So clans is basically they pick them within the Discord community that could be represented during this tournament. And then it got down to just the 10 best, or I don't know exactly how they selected, but anyways, as you guys can see, these are the two groups. We are in the second group, so I was playing for FR here, so we are against GWR, UN, Panic, and Mole. And you can see how the matches went. So every single map was always Italian map, and the aim was basically to come out first of this first match, which was the most important, and then we'd be straight qualified to the final. If we did lose, then we go into the second game between all the losers, and then there's also be a third game. So there were five teams in the final actually that would compete then for the overall win. Alright, so let's get into it. The first game, every map is Italian map, which is unfortunate that every time it is the same map, which is a little bit annoying, but let's just pause it here for a second. I was here, FR Biffer right here. We had also with us for this game, Pestinus, thank you very much for participating, and Darrow, thank you very much for participating. We are only three, one of us didn't make it in, unfortunately. But on the other side, I mean, I'll just start playing as well. We only have 3 moles as well. One, I believe, Panic, and one GWR. Down here, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So it was 3v3 and then 2 random guys. This is just the first qualifier. It's not really the important match. It's just kind of the warm-up. What matters really much is the final match. So I'll put it on kind of max speed and kind of accelerate things. The strategy here, we had a clear strategy. No matter what, every time Italian map was to focus here. One guy always Sardinia, one guy always Sicily, and then 1 or 2 guys Tunisia, ideally 2, but we only had 1 this game, of course. And so the strategy is, you know, these guys are going to be farming their gold. We're going to be on the front line here with Sardinia, Corsica, Sicily, and southern Italy. We're going to be the ones fighting. So they gave us the troops, we gave them the gold, and then they can nuke, and so on. First game was very intense, actually. You're going to see, I'm going to try to rush a little bit Italy, because we're going to realize that the moles have a really strong start. Molky's going to get something insane here. He's going to manage to boat. And so his start is going to be fantastic. You know, he gets the crown straight off the bat. He manages to boat around as well, Papal State as well. So I'm just kind of blocked off on the left. Pestinus as well is not too bad. There is not too bad as well. But the problem is I'm trying to push some extra. So they're getting me a little bit of troops here. So I can really push the center. And the cool thing is I did get a silo as well from one of the bots. But you're going to see something in a little second. And I'll bring it down just to 2x1 speed. But the Mole team actually did very well here. And you're going to see Molky's wrapping up here. And he's got the center. But they have lots of troops. To be fair, more than us. So you're going to see straight off the bat, he's going to go and send a boat into me. And that boat is going to have, look at this, 90k. He's going to stack it up 200k attack right there. Not much I can do. I just have to kind of hold off. Hope for the best. We got to focus on Pestinus as well, finishing up here. And he's stacking up some gold for the hydrogen. So that really matters. And you can see the push is really solid from Molky right there in the middle. In the meantime, you know, there's a bunch of nation bots that are still left alive. We got the 2 guys on their own here and here. We're chilling. I think at this point I counter. Yeah, I do counter, which is fantastic. We managed to get enough troops in. So I'm countering a little bit. The problem we have is this with the defense post. So the strategy here, you see this. Fantastic. Pestinus, bottom left corner, silo, 5 million. You're going to see it land. I attack the little bot at the same time. Molky full sends me, but he gets absolutely destroyed. I'm going to go ahead and counter. I even attack him here. I bow a little bit. I do send a 5 mil as well. So the 5 mils were really underrated here. Because boom, 5 mil, I destroyed 5 cities plus a lot of his territory, so it's really worth it. Also enables the bot to kind of troll him around a little bit, which is fantastic. I try to push off Molky, I don't manage to, because I don't have that many troops actually at this stage of the game. But you can see the trades are going really good down here, right? That is what's fantastic. I'll just pause for a second. But the trades between the 3 of us is what's making it great. And we've stopped the trading with all the other players. So that was a strategy as well. Just trade between us. We don't trade on the other side of the map. Because if they place warship like this guy right here, then we're never gonna... This isn't gonna be basically stolen. Like if we have a trade passing by here, he's gonna take it. So we're not gonna trade on this side. We'll just trade between us, right? We won't risk that. So we continue pushing here. I think I continue pushing Molky. Pentium is getting kind of big top left. I hydro him, I think, again. Lulugil really took in a lot. I even attack him. Molky takes actually the chance to go ahead and take me back. The strategy here wasn't really to hold the middle. I was kind of keeping them busy. The aim was that Pestinus and Darrow get really strong in the corner, because this is a better strat as I get hydroed right in the middle than here. The position I have here in the center is really not that good. This is strong, but Italy position is very not good. Rome is not good on this map. And you can see, like, I'm really getting nuked. I think they're either going to destroy all of Sardinia here, or no, they nuke all the way down here. But You see it's a bit of a standoff for a while. And after that, actually GWR starts attacking Mulkey. So I'm going to go in, I think, and attack Mulkey as well. I do get attacked by Lulu up top. But I'm okay. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's push off Mulkey out of Italy. Let's get him out. Even if I get kind of smooched up a little bit here, let's push Mulkey out, right? We clear him up, and then we focus on GWR, because then Darrow can come in from the south. Look at his 10 cities. He's got 300k troops. He's going to go in for some hefty attacks and really get a grip, let's say, of this kind of territory. He even puts the claps up. GWR, really fair play. GG to him. And you can see in the meantime, one cool thing. I mean, as I say that, he gets hydroed Pestinus, which isn't actually best hydros, but look at this strategy. Boom, boom. That is 7 ports gone in one shot. Thank you very much, Driss. Pestinus' strat, well, his strat, the aim of the guys bottom left, whoever was playing here, was just nuke 24/7. As GWR gets kind of destroyed, you can see Darrow moves up to 20 cities, 21 even more, which is fantastic. 24 cities, which is very, very big. He doesn't have many SAMs. He has 1 or 2. Problem is, he's very strong for such a small territory, right? So he's stronger than me, but he's got a smaller, I mean, same territory now as I'm getting attacked by Lulugil. Try to push him out, though. Bit of a fight here. We keep sending 5 mils. This is a really nice 5 mil, I think, that I send, especially on the 2 of them, just to really, not to damage them, but we are losing off here. If you look at it, actually, what team are we? We are red. We are only on 26% of the map. Blue's starting to really get the grip over the game. And in the meantime, I get completely obliterated here. One little mistake I did was I didn't place ports here, and I couldn't place warships to go ahead and defend. So my warships came in from very far. So I believe I forgot about this, but I think I can't really hold him off. Even if I countered this really hard. The aim was that I did counter him, but you see, yeah, I counter him, but even then, he can kind of take it all. I say that, Darrow's taking him also down south at the same time. So we're like, okay, you know what? We'll take a trade-off. We'll give you Corsica. We'll give you Sardinia. We'll stack it all up on Darrow, who gets attacked actually at the same time by Lulugil. But the aim was to stack it all on Darrow and Pestinus. I'm dead anyways, right? I'm kind of really small. I don't really matter anymore, unfortunately. And, you know, 1 bomb right in the middle here, and that just destroys everything. So we focus on Darrow here. Lulu's big. Lulu's big, but if you look at it, Pentium, sorry, half the game as a Hydro just destroyed so many ports right there. And during the game, Pentium has lots and lots of troops. Lulu tends to often be much weaker, which is a little bit, I guess, the strong point for us, is that Mole they were good, but they were definitely not perfect. And then Pestinus is going to start bombing left. You can see this, he lost every single port here. So the aim was that, you know what, we destroy the ports. We've got the ports, right? So why do we let them trade? We'll just destroy all of their ports. We ally with Ottoman Empire as well. And they just can't trade anymore, right? So he's stuck, Pentium, with no trades, basically. He has 6 million gold, okay. But he's stuck with no trades. And now the strategy, you see Pestinus, 12 million gold. He just fools Hydrogen. Hydrogen. We're going to accelerate this a little bit. But you're going to see the amount of nukes he's going to be sending. Even atom bombs, we say. Because atom bombs are much more worth it on the singular, let's say, build, right? You can see all the atom bombs hitting. Look at Lulugil. Lulugil is losing every build he has. So he's number 1. As Darrow gets absolutely obliterated as well. He's number 1, but he's got 5.0 cities. So at one point, actually, Lulugil has 0 cities, which is insane to think. Darrow's going to go ham. I think Lulugil's going to kind of give up, because Pestinus is just sending bomb after bomb after bomb. He doesn't even care anymore. The poor guys can't really, like, they don't really know what to do anymore. At this stage, I think we need to be sending left side as well. He's placed so many ports. So we're going to do that. He's going to lose his silo, but right before he's going to manage to get that to land, which is fantastic. I think Darrow's kind of wrapping up. He's got 500k troops. You can see that. He's wrapping up Lulugil. And I think we tell him to focus Mole just to get him out of the way. And if you look at the bar here at the top, how it's like moving up. I mean, yellow's moving up as well. But we're moving up to 34%. Plus we have the gold. We have so much more gold than everybody else. And that's how it goes. Darrow basically destroys that. And that's basically our qualification for the final. So there's the first game done already. And I will go ahead and look at the other matches because we are straight qualified to the final. I don't want to be just showing you only guys 2 games. We're going to watch it very quickly though. This match, it was against, so the other group. In this first match, there was CYN here in red. You had 1 here top right in yellow and LBU. So those are pretty much 3 big teams, to be fair. They can contest a big win overall on the trophy. But you're going to see similar positioning from LBU compared to us. So that's one thing also that's useful to analyze, because we looked at the other games and be like, okay, where should we spawn in the final to make sure that we don't spawn on top of another, another team's strategy, for example. And we're just going through it. You can see one only has 2 players. I don't know exactly why they only had 2 players there. They do get quite a lot of territories. So does CYN. CYN, there's a lot of nation bots up here. So that is one thing we noted down. And we're like, okay, we're going to cross this off. We're not going to spawn in this area. There's Tuscany, Modena, Venice, Parma, and France all spawning. Even the Austrian Empire can come in, kind of annoying. Whereas here, you only have 1, 2, and 3 nation bots right there in the middle. I mean, oh, no, 4 actually. But it's a little bit less and more space, definitely for sure. And you can see CYN is going to go in for 1 for a little bit. I think there's going to be a bit of a fight between LBU here and CYN in the middle, of course. Makes sense. You can see GX2 sending in a big Hydros. Hydros are just so powerful in the new updates. But you can see one coming in from behind, destroying ADN here, who gets absolutely obliterated and erased. And at the same time, there's some nuking going on. So NWY, is getting a little bit attacked as he's trying to push off 1. But it's actually a bad move probably from him, because he's coming in here, sweeping up 1 whilst he's getting swept up by CYN. And you're going to see just Hydros kind of flying in constantly, but 1 is going to get absolutely obliterated there. CYN is going to take the lead with Kaiseron right there, who's got 44% of the map just to himself. You can see the teams, they already have 60% of the map. So I believe CYN is actually going to win this one, and they're going to qualify with us straight to the final. And now we're back in for their second game. 1 has taken the same position. This time, instead of CYN, it's SPQR, who didn't play the first match. They're in the second match though. LBU picking the same spawn. So you have LBU in blue here picking the exact same spawn. 1 picking the exact same spawn as well, with Shadow Reaper actually going straight in the middle. So he thought maybe let's go and take a big strat and kind of pull off and cut off the middle from NWI, which is actually quite of a smart move, I guess. Especially if, these 2 guys here, they can really take care of all this area. I think Chill Guys maybe doesn't play it that well. He should be circling up Ottoman Empire. I think he tries to do it eventually, but it did take him a while. Plus, he attacks him now, so he should have really rushed that to really circle him up and really get rid of him initially. But you can see in the meantime, Shadow Reaper got actually destroyed, because the thing is, he was alone, and they couldn't feed him. So he just got crushed between Jix and NWI, right? And you can see they're very slow compared to us in terms of the bots. Look how many bots are left in Sicily, and look at the nation bots, how big they are. You're gonna see how fast, or you saw how fast we get rid of all our bots. I get rid of Sardinia within seconds, and the 2 guys or whoever's taking care of Tunisia gets rid of the Tunis one in 5 seconds. But this is much of a risk, because they can bother you really long time, like especially during the late game. It can get really annoying. But you can see LBU is looking kind of strong. They do have 40% of the map. I mean, the yellow team as well do have 37%, so they're not too far off, and they are nuking each other very well. If you can see, like, they're literally trading nukes. It's not even trading attacks, trading nukes at this stage. But Marine's gonna get the 50% debuff, I think, and that's what's gonna do it. And then NWI is just gonna go on a big hit on Legion here. So that's going to get, as you can see, Marine already 52% of the map. LBU is going to go through as second of this group. So we've already got 3 finalists so far: LBU, ourselves, FR, and CYN. Now we're going to check out the second game from our group, and you're going to see very easily, actually, it's going to go super quickly. You have Mole right here, who are 4-1-2-3-4, and then it's basically a 4v4 against Panic. But you can see the spawn they picked is just 10 times better, so there's not really a fight on this one. I think it's going to go super smoothly, and they're going to destroy. So Moki and his clan, where's Moki? Where are you? Where are you, buddy? Where are you? You're down here. His clan is going to make it through also to the final, so GG to them. Yeah, just to show you guys, we are like 6 minutes into the game and they have 70% of the map. That is going to do it. Just to confirm with you, so these guys are the 4th one to join the finals, and we're just going to have one last game between all of the losers of the previous game just to get the 5th finalist. So this is going to be it. You're going to get the last couple of clans that are here. We do have one right here who did spawn everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Panic as well. Again, taking the SPQR spawn top left. I think SPQR is going to be alone. He's got one guy here. I don't know. Previous game, like 5 minutes ago, there were all 4 of them. Now there is only 1 of them. I think the GWR guy, I think, also has given up. I don't see him on the map. So it's just going to be a 4v4 again. 1 versus Panic. Just looking at the spawn, I haven't actually seen the game, but looking at the spawn, it looks like, yeah, they're crushing it. This proves that all of the games so far have 100% been won somehow with having Italy as a central position, or southern Italy. We won here. I say that, actually, wait, I say that CYN won from the north, so I'm completely wrong. But you can see that most of the time there is a bit of an issue going on top left. So this is where we're analyzing the games, and we're thinking, okay, where are we going to spawn? And I think the idea is for us, in an ideal world, we stick to the exact same spawn. I say that, one, I think qualifies on this one. I mean, I know they qualify. They're going to crush the game here. You're going to see already 52% of the map, 55 minutes in. They're going to be the 5th finalist. So we're going to get straight into the final and the big game that you guys have all been waiting for. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to pause this straight off the bat, but this is the final. So we have, on one side, we have CYN. Then we have one. Then we have Mole. Then we have LBU and us as the last one's FR. I mean, the first one's qualified, but the last one's in the list. And you're going to see our strategy. Our strategy is me simple, very simple. We're going to zoom in here. This should be me. This is me. Fantastic. There is a LBU here and a 1 as well. The aim was that I spawn Sardinia no matter what. So even if these guys are here, I'm spawning here. And we're going to send the 3 others. Mortality, who's here. We have Holcura and Pistonus here. Why? Because all 3 of them, the aim is that they secure this territory. And we were scared especially of one team, LBU. As you can see, they have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. We knew their strat was to take the same kind of territory as us. So we're like, okay, we're going to push Tunisia as hard as we can. And then once these guys potentially leave, so you're going to see, the aim is that only 2 of them stay, and Holcura, who's this point right here, he's going to move as far as possible up towards Italy. And you're going to see here, I'm going to be the only one left. They're actually all going to leave and kind of throw it away. We're going to check their spawns later, but this exactly happens the same here. This is just a random caster, I think, so that's all right. He's not going to spawn. And this is what happens. Holcura moves last second onto Sicily, and this is the perfect kind of triangle spawn that we want to get all the trades going. And let's accelerate a little bit. Let's put it on maximum or ×2, and we're going to see every spawn from every team, basically. So you're going to see we're in green here. So the 4 of us are in green. You can see LBU in, what do you want to call it, red, I guess. We'll call it red. They don't have a super spawn, to be fair, because we push so hard. None of them took the risk of spawning Sicily to go in 1v1 Holcura. And you can see Holcura really pushed right-hand side, which is nice to secure this area. Now, we have two strong teams that are fighting each other. CYN and 1 kind of really spawn on top of each other here. We even have a CYN, Kaiseron, who we saw do very well in the previous game, really spawn in the middle, which is probably a mistake from them, I think, because he's separated from his teammates a lot. You could argue that LBU is separated from his teammates, but the thing is, LBU only have this guy to focus. CYN have this guy, and they have 1 behind to focus on. But you're going to see Mole. Look at the spawn from the Mole team. I mean, GG to them. When they spawned, I was like, okay, they're going to win this 100%, right? I mean, you're going to see their spawn and their expansion. It's going to be absolutely, I mean, so much better than ours. I'm going to put the team kind of thing up as well. They are team number 3, and you're going to see like how fast at the end of the opening, how much better they are than us. But you're going to see some things, you know. So Shadow Reaper is going to straight up, he's going to be blocked. He's going to be done. He's done. He's blocked by Nation Bot. He's blocked by CYN. He's blocked by Mole. And this is what we wanted to, you know, really get. I forced Corsica to get this area as well. They really optimized it to get ports, and we straight up were trading already. Look at how many trades are flying out of here. They've got some trades as well, but they're not all the same color. Look at how many we have, and we block the trades with the other teams. That was a strategy straight off the bat. We click on the players, stop trading with them, so we're only trading between the 4 of us, sorry. We're going to accelerate a little bit, and you're going to see Mole doing insanely well. Shadow Reaper was probably just giving out his troops, I guess, to his other players, whilst kind of stalling the game a little bit. Mole, look at how big Mole is. They have 24% of the game. We're not too bad. We have 20%. We're happy. We're happy with our spawn, and we're already getting the trades in. If you can see, we're always going to be, if you check out the gold, we're always going to be number 1 in terms of gold. And you're going to see straight off, so they're going to get rid of all the nation bots. So all the nation bots are gone, and now the big attacks are going to be coming in, right? So you're going to see Mole is going to go straight up for CYN. They probably could have gone for Shadow Reaper here and gotten rid of him, especially that he had no defense post. But I think because he boated, the Lulu guy kind of boated for here, he was like, let's get a double hit so that LBU doesn't get anything. And you're going to see 1 is actually focused on CY. And so probably the move here would have been good to take Shadow Reaper instead. But I guess, you know, they kind of just went for it. There's lots of warship fights going on here, and we're not wasting any gold on warships. I think 1 or 2. I threw in a couple warships just in case, you know. But you're going to see, and we have so much gold and so much ports that are starting to farm. CYN is just going to be obliterated. Sorry, I'm not going to comment too much about you guys, but the guy that spawned here, he gets taken out super quickly. These 2 here get taken out as well. There's only Sweeper left. Sweeper's going to get swept away. Let's be honest, with no pun intended. But the buddy's on his own against the entire 1 team, basically. Aside from Shadow Reaper, who's blocked himself in here, but you're going to see Lolo's going to go straight into 1, which isn't too bad. you know, we don't mind this for the moment. We're kind of letting everyone play, right? But you're gonna see LBU plays it well here. You know, they see moles getting big, seeing them attack one, they're gonna go in and kind of block off mole, like the mole guy a little bit. I'm just keeping an eye on what's happening down south as well, because I know there was a bit of a warship fight. And you're gonna see this is gonna slow down a little bit mole, which was fantastic. So what we wanted to happen was that we wanted them to fight, and we just start stacking gold. And look at how much trading is going on. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Pestinus and Mortality did so much work here, and they were super smart about it. We analyzed that. You know, with the nukes, you're going to see later on, nukes fly from up north, right? So they arch up. We thought, okay, Pestinus, just place ports down here, place SAMs all up top here, and your ports are going to be 100% defended. So he's not going to place any ports here. Maybe late game he will, but he will basically have full-on defended area here because he just got to place SAMs constantly up top. And so you're going to see we're on ×2 speed. There's going to be a bit of fights here going up here. I think Volkyria sniped up a couple ports here. He's pushing up fully on in the meantime. Mole is going to go ham on NWY here. So one is going to take back a lot of territory actually. And even though we thought they were about to get erased, they are slowly getting back into it. Still don't understand why Shadow Reaper hasn't been kind of removed from the map. This is an easy take. Play some defense posts here. Take this. Works out super well, I think. And as said, you're going to see the SAMs are going to be placed here. This is the army of SAMs that's going to defend the ports and the trades that are kind of below from it. As actually I don't know who, no, we didn't place this hydrogen. I think Lulu placed a hydrogen, which really destroyed one. Lulu got a big hit on that. In the meantime, Volkyria got like erased fully on down south, which is fantastic. Great move, just to, you know, just taking up a little bit of territory. But Mole is getting really big. Look at this. They almost have 50% of the map, and there's not much we can do about it here. I can boat on him, but I'm not that strong, right? Am I going to change things around? So what we do is we start stacking, and look at this. The hydros are going to start flying in. Mole's going to get a 50% debuff. I'm going to be... Sorry, this is very hectic. There's a hydrogen falling here as well. I'm going to be sending a boat. I'm going to go for a huge attack. He gets hit by the hydro. NWI is going in, and look how many troops I have. I have 350k attack going on here. So this was a strategy. At the same time, Volkyria sees that they're about to boat here at the moles. So we're going to destroy ADN. You're going to think, oh, we're attacking LBO at the same time. It was maybe a little bit of a mistake in the sense that we're splitting up our troops here. But it was very smart. Because if you think about it, they're about to boat. If the moles land here, we are kind of done, because then we got two fronts, which are impossible to defend. So Volkyria is going to let Moki land and straight up kick him out. I think Moki played it really bad here. He probably could have done for a big push. But anyways, we're back here, and we're kind of on 26%. But look how much gold we have. We have 28 million troops. But you're going to see... If I was to play this like this, you're going to see Hulk and I, we don't send a single bomb. What we do is we're just giving our golds to Pestinus and to Mortality here. I say that Volkyria has like 9 mil, as NWI gets absolutely destroyed. But basically, they make all the gold, and they're just going to focus the bombs. They give us troops, we give them gold. They give us troops, we give them gold, so we can constantly attack. And we're just going to start accelerating things a little bit. You're going to see there's going to be pushes, like kind of attacks and counters constantly here. But what we're just going to be doing, most importantly, is just hydro everywhere. And they can't do anything compared to our silos here. So I'm going to constantly be going for big pushes. I think Lolo's going to counter me a couple times. You're going to see this, for example, this atom bomb is a perfect example. Or hydrogen, sorry, passes by, boom, gets intercepted by the SAM. Almost manages to go through, but didn't, of course. Swam is going to come in, so Volkyria is going to have to attack. We're going to have to split our troops a little bit here. And they're going to play it very strategic here. Boom, 5 mil on me. That destroys my entire territory. That is a goodbye. Rest in peace, Biffer. And I'm back on my Corsica and Sardinia spawn. But you can see the bombs are flying in. They are getting absolutely obliterated. We are destroying their ports. We're destroying their SAMs as well. And it's not just hydrogen. It's also atom bombs, because atom bombs sometimes are more powerful, right? And the problem is they have 47% of the map, but we have so much gold. Look at this top left. 33 million gold right here. We're absolutely obliterating them. They're not getting any ports anymore. Look at Lulu. He's on 6 ports, 15 cities right now. Check him out a little bit later. We'll have a look at him again. He just loses everything that he has so quickly. More hydros flowing in, literally, and look at the timed hydros and how well we placed them, right? This was fantastic work. Underrated work down here. And he has nothing left. He has 10 cities left for the size of him. We're going for a big push. LBU still helping us out. LBU should have flipped around here, as actually Swarm got destroyed here. I think LBU should have teamed up with Mole. Instead of going for, I think he was going for nuke territory. They probably should have started attacking us, but I think they had an alliance, Holkura and NWI, because we're going to see later on Holkura get the betrayal pact or sign, whatever you want to call it. But you can see they have no builds anymore. Look at this, 3 ports, 3 cities, 5 ports, 2 cities. Molki has nothing, 2 ports, 2 cities. They're absolutely done, whilst we have 12 ports, 7 cities, 9 and 12. I'm on 8 and 8. Holkura has 21 ports. 21 ports, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the trading comes in. We are flipping things around. We're going down in gold, but look at the nuked territory. Our territory is so clean. Holkura betrays LBU, sorry. I'm going to go in for the big attack, and this is going to seal the deal. We go and flip entirely. Look at the green bar at the top, crushing it, and this is what is going to give us the win. We still have so much gold as well to go for. I put the claps up. We are 14 minutes in the game, sorry. We haven't won technically because we got to go and sweep up all this territory. But the nuke territory, look at it now, is exactly the explanation of how we won. Us, literally, we have this, and that's about it, because this, we probably couldn't defend it. But all of the rest is all up top here. And this is what's going to get us the win, guys. So thank you very much to Holkura, to Pestilence, to Mortality. What a great game. We had an insane strategy and we stuck to the plan. So I guess a little moral of the story as well. Just stick to the plan. You know, stick to the plan, stick to the plan, stick to the plan all the time. But I'm going to leave you on this end screen. Where is my name? Would be fantastic to see my name. Am I even in the game? I am. Okay, my name's all the way on this side. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, check out the description. Join up the Discord. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Share my video around, share my channel around. And I'll see you guys next time.